Davis and Rafe LaFrentz. For the Pacers, Steven Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal, and Dale Davis. And in the backcourt for the Celtics, the rookie Delonte West and the veteran Gary Payton. Anthony Johnson and Reggie Miller starting at the guard line to the east. And Delonte West getting a start tonight finds Paul Pierce.
Defended by Jermaine O'Neal.
And Pierce steps back and sticks the jumper over Steven Jackson as Pierce puts
play. You see Johnson still moving as Payton made his spin move.
Paul Pierce chased out a double team. It opens up a look for Delonte West. Around and down for three. And Delonte Pierce has it against Jackson. A good move by Paul Pierce. 4 points for Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
That's 2 fouls on Delonte West, and here's a look at Pierce at the other end.
Strong move. Paul Pierce jumps right into the defender.
In the series, here's what happened with one of their pivotal players, Antoine Walker, fouling Jermaine O'Neal. Threw a shot at him. O'Neal responds with a shove. Now O'Neal was fined $10,000. Antoine Walker not playing in this game because of this move right there on the official Tony Washington. He was suspended and fined $10,000. Now he was a very
Pierce. Fans wanted a foul on that play, and LaFrentz bottoms out at 3. Rafe LaFrentz with 5, and the Celtics now lead it. A rookie forward. There was some thought that perhaps Doc Rivers would start him tonight, and Pierce with 6 as he hits here on the turnaround move. Boston for Indiana, Jeff Foster, James Jones, Eddie Gill, and Steven Jackson. And Paul Pierce with 7 points scored for the Celtics.
Doc Rivers has rotated players in and out of the lineup with great results. They have kept a good tempo to this game.
That foul went against James Jones. There's contact here and no whistle. Now Blount. Mark Blount delivered 86% in the series. That's 9. Paul Pierce getting the bounce, and Pierce has scored 11.
And Paul Pierce
to shoot. Pierce against Fred Jones. A pitch out to Banks. Marcus Banks right down the chute, and Banks has his first field goal. The Celtics went to their main man, Paul Pierce.
And how he has responded, JD. Step back jumper there, bottom of the net. Block shot here, 1 of 4 for Pierce in this game. Drive, a little runner into the paint, gets that one to fall. And another. Pierce is doing it all. 4 assists, 4 block shots, and 11 points.
And with Pierce on the free throw line, let us check in with Mark Jones.
Jack, you know the relationship between Pierce and his head coach Doc Rivers wasn't always an easy and smooth relationship. In fact, Doc benched him a couple of times earlier this season because Pierce wasn't doing the things that Doc wanted him to do, especially at the offensive end. But the nature of Pierce's frustration, Doc tells me, was good because he was frustrated in not being able to do the things that...
They've got it down to 5. Pierce. And every time the Celtics have needed something, Pierce. Carlisle. And Pierce continues to pour him in. He's 6 of 7 from the line. 16 points for Pierce, averaging 21.3 in the series. Payton. Pierce with 15 to shoot. Miller guarding him. And Pierce nails it. I mentioned that Paul Pierce averages 21.3 in the series, and he's got 20 points in the game. He's got 4 block shots, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And 24
block shots. What was different about the first quarter in this game? You guys got off to a much better start. How?
Came out with a lot of energy. We use our small line to our advantage, get out on breaks, try to dictate the tempo.
How much did the small lineup help tonight with Ricky as a starter?
It helped felt good because you put a lot of pressure on Ricky to play, Reggie to play some defense, guarding Ricky Davis, and enable him to get off to a better start.
I've been able to strike a balance between getting your 23 and keeping all your teammates involved.
I'm an unselfish player. I'm going to take advantage of my scoring opportunities. If I drive and they help, I'm going to find open man.
Thanks, Paul. Guys, back to you. They need MapQuest to find him here in the first half. Indiana does defensively, Jim.
Well, for Boston with the rebound. Look at Payton, got behind the defense, unnoticed. And Gary Payton has 9.
Opportunity. A good look by Jermaine O'Neal. Slow getting back on defense.
And Jefferson gets the hoop and draws the foul.
Cardinal rule when you're returning on defense, keep vision of the ball. Goes right past Jermaine O'Neal as Paul Pierce rings up another assist.
And Jermaine O'Neal rings up his 4th foul. 4:51 left. Thompson last year, of course, Indiana swept Boston out. Pierce. First 2 points for Pierce in the second half, 25 in the game. In the fourth, Indiana 0 for 5 from the field. Paul Pierce, nicely done. 27 for Pierce.
Steven Jackson trying to over-possession where Pierce overplayed by Steven Jackson. A little backdoor cut. And gets the hoop, the turnover.
Delonte West ends up with it.
Great pass, Paul Pierce.
The French gets the hoop and the foul. Points tonight, but didn't shoot it very well. Probably forced a few shots. Delonte West with his 3rd three-pointer.
Steven Jackson's
for 9. They're right now working on an 0 for 8 in the 4th quarter. Payton. Pierce, and he's knocked down by Crozier. The basket is good. It's a 4-point play opportunity for Paul Pierce.
He's loving it. He's loving every bit of it. And should.
Austin Crozier committing the foul.
Let's watch Pierce lines it up. Good concentration with a defender flying at you. It's tough to maintain your concentration on the shot, but Paul Pierce followed it all the way through, took the hit. Now he's at the line for the rare 4-point play.
Paul Pierce with 30 points in the game, and he'll be coming out.